So, this was the poem The Wind by Subramanyam Bharati in Tamil and then translated by A.K. Ramanujam in English. And it's a strong urge for the weak to get strong so that the adversities do not harm them. It's a clear message from the poet that any assault, the weak suffer, whereas the rich, the strong adjust. Okay, having explained the poem, let me see which are the poetic devices which have been used in this poem. Let us find out which are the sentences where personification, the poetic device personification has been used. Can you find out? Okay, let's go to the first sentence. Wind comes softly. So, this here indicates that the poetic device personification has been used because wind has been addressed. It has been described like a human being, and objects being described like humans, that is personification. There are many sentences where personification poetic device has been used. Again, you may see here, look here, you tore the pages of the books. You tore the pages. You brought rain. So again, you are very clever. All these sentences show the poetic device personification. Now, pay attention here. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. Don't. Which poetic device is it? The poetic device used here is anaphora. What is anaphora? Group of words repeated at the beginning of every clause. Group of words repeated at the beginning of every clause. See, it's a group of words and it has been repeated in the beginning of every clause. Therefore, the poetic device used here is anaphora. Now, the third poetic device you have to search. I am going to put forward a question, and my question is, find out sentences where metaphor has been used. Metaphor in this poem. See, there is a small difference between simile and metaphor. What is simile? Two things having different characteristics, but one characteristic at least in common when they are compared. The figure of speech, when they are compared using the words such as, the figure of speech is simile. But if it is a direct comparison, if it is implied simile, if it is hidden comparison, then the figure of speech, then the poetic device is metaphor. Look here. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Here, the wind god is directly compared to a thing which is in other characteristics is different from the wind. It has been compared to the adversities. The wind god and the adversities have one thing in common, and that is they differentiate between the weak and the strong. The adversities also differentiate between the weak and the strong, and so does the wind god. So that is the one thing in common. So these are the poetic devices used. Let me put forward some questions to you. And my first question, let me see if you can answer my question. My first question for you is, what are the things the wind does in the first stanza? What are the things it does in the first stanza? Yes, it comes softly. It doesn't come softly. Sorry, it doesn't come softly. The poet is requesting the wind to come softly, but it breaks the shutters. It breaks, it scatters the papers, and it throws down the books. So the strong wind does many things despite the request from the poet of coming softly. My next question to you is, what does the poet say the wind god winnows? What does it winnow? Okay, the wind god winnows the strong and the weak. The wind god differentiates between the strong and the weak. Let me put forward one more question. And my question to you is, what should we do to make friends with the wind? What should we do to make friends with the adversities? We should become strong enough to be friends with the wind, or in other words, we should be strong enough to be friends with the adversities, or in other words, to change the adversities into opportunities. There can be scores of questions from this poem. Keep practicing, keep asking questions yourself, and keep answering them. We will meet again tomorrow. Till then, it's goodbye.